Let's see how you can build the smallest and the simplest kitchen that you can build. Let's assume that you have a small space in your home or in your office, just like this niche here. And that would be a perfect place to fit in a small kitchen or a kitchenette. Now, this kitchen actually is comprised from 4 cabinets, 2 wall cabinets, 2 simple wall cabinets with 2 doors each, and 2 base cabinets with 2 doors each as well, one of them being slightly different because it has to house the sink and the piping for the sink. Okay, so let's go ahead and import our cabinet, just like this. We're gonna add in the constraints to make sure it sits on the floor. And we're gonna bring him somehow in place. That would be the base cabinet for storage, and let's configure it as such. There you go. Shelf is there, and another cabinet, basically a copy of this, which is a base cabinet with 2 doors, but this will serve as a sink cabinet. Do the same thing. We made the cabinet with the floor, making sure that we have the cabinet in place somehow. And there you go. We have the 2 bottom cabinets. Now this time, this cabinet would be a sink cabinet, which, as I can see, it is. So the only difference would be the missing shelf from the sink cabinet to make room for the sink bowl and for all the piping. That's pretty much it. Now this video is about a kitchen itself, not about cabinets, so I will not go into details how to build these cabinets. For this you would go and see my other videos where I explain in great details how to build them. This is only for designing a kitchenette, the simplest kitchen that you can make, which has 4 cabinets, 2 wall cabinets, 2 bottom cabinets or base cabinets, one of which being a sink cabinet. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Okay, so when you will bring these cabinets for installation, usually you will bring them with or without doors, but for the installation purposes we're gonna remove the doors and the shelves, so we make the installation process much easier. Okay, so we go ahead and so we're gonna go ahead and show only the box itself and the legs, which is that. Same thing for the other one. For ease of installation, we show only box. And as you can see, they are basically identical. Removing the doors and the shelf will have 2 functions. First of all, we'll protect the doors from scratching during the installation process and transportation as well. And second of all, will facilitate the installation of the kitchen in place in order to fasten it to the wall and in order to fasten the counter to the cabinets. Okay, so the next thing to do would be to connect the cabinets together, bring them together just like that, and make sure the front is also in plane. And after that, screws can be used on this wall to fasten them together so they move together. Right now they are mated like that, so we can drag them in place in an approximate position, just like that. Okay, so now would be the perfect time to bring in the wall cabinets, which we are going to do right now. We change the configuration of this one to be a wall cabinet with 2 doors, just like that. And we position it in approximate location, just like that. There you go. Now, ideally, when you have a kitchen like this, you would make the top cabinets to match the bottom cabinets. So we check the size for this, and you can see this is 30 inches. So we will make this one 30 inches as well. Just like that. Same thing as for the bottom cabinets. When we bring this in, it's good to actually remove the doors and the shelves for the ease of installation. Now, in order to install this, we're going to use the bottom cabinets. So we're going to put a box or something to support this cabinet on the wall, some sort of support. We place the cabinet on that support, and we bring the cabinet all the way to the wall. And I will just create a coincident mate to illustrate this. Okay. Also, this cabinet would be in line with the cabinets below, so they look good, just like that. So that's one of the cabinets. We brought it in, place it on the box on the cabinets below, which serve this function of supporting the top cabinet while fastening it to the wall. We take the special screws for the wall and we fasten the cabinet straight into the wall using at least these 2 screws at the top, or even better, all 4 screws. So it is strong enough. Okay. After doing this, it's time to bring in the second cabinet for the wall. So we bring that one in. Same thing. We're gonna configure this as being a wall cabinet with 2 doors, just like this. Same thing as for the others. For this cabinet, it's good to have the doors and the shelves removed during the transportation, so we prevent the scratches. And for the installation process, to make the installation process much easier. Okay, so we bring this in place right next to the other one. We're gonna bring this in place You're gonna make sure that it's right next to the other one. Make sure the height the same, and we make sure they are perfectly aligned in all three dimensions. So now we have the whole kitchen lined up, just like that. Okay, so same thing as for this one. This one also we use the 4 screws, at least 2 screws at the top, and recommended 2 screws at the bottom to fasten the cabinet to the wall. Also fasten the cabinet to the other one. Alright, so top cabinets are fastened, and now the next thing would be the countertop. The countertop, first we make sure the cabinets are exactly in place left and right. Regarding the back, they are against the wall here, which is good. And we bring in the countertop, just like that. Okay, so now we have to mention in North America, these countertops, they come with the backsplash incorporated. In Europe, they don't. In Europe, for this, you will have a so-called backsplash gasket that will go around. So if you have this kind of countertop, that's all you need to do. You will see in the next steps. If not, you will have another step to fasten the gasket. I will show you that one as well. Okay, so bringing the countertop, this is usually cut approximately to size that is needed, and our side is cut exactly to the size that is needed. So we will bring it outside, and you would measure the space that you have, so you know how to cut this. In this case, we have like 62 inches. So we will just cut the countertop to 62 inches. We bring the countertop on the cabinets, on the bottom cabinets, just like that. Okay, we make sure it is flush with one wall at one end, just like that, and we push the countertop all the way to the back, just like that. Alright, so now we have the countertop in place. What would be next would be to fasten from bottom up the cabinets to the countertop using this horizontal race. So I would use like 4 screws in each cabinet, 2 for the front rail, 2 for the back rail. So screw the cabinets to the countertop. Countertop is in place, and the next thing would be bringing in the sink. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring in the sink, which we have it right here as a round sink with a faucet. There you go. When you bring in the sink, usually you have a template for the sink to make a hole in the countertop. If you have that, good. If you don't have that, nothing to worry about, because you can use the sink itself to make that hole. You place the sink on top of this of the cabinet, and see the diameter you have to cut the in this particular case the counter to. That would be that line. Okay, we will do now a little bit of SolidWorks magic in here. We're gonna open a sketch and we're gonna cut add that. Make the hole a little bit bigger, just like that, like about 25 inches, just like that. And we are going to cut the counter just like that. Exit the component editing module. So now, as you can see, we have that hole. So how do you make that hole? Exactly, you will use the jigsaw. So after you mark the hole that you need, you would use the jigsaw. First, you're gonna drill some holes, at least one hole, so that you can put the jigsaw blade through that hole. And after that, you would go and cut the countertop to match the drawing. All right, so we have the hole. We can install the sink in. And we are almost done. So basically, the next we have to rebuild the 3D model, and we have to position that so we can see it properly. Why is it coming a little bit more to the back, just like that? So there you have it. We rebuild the whole thing, and basically now is I did mention that this countertop can or cannot be with this backsplash piece incorporated. So for the case that you don't have this, there is an extra step to installing your kitchen, which would be installing the backsplash gasket. Okay, so let's assume this countertop actually, let's open it like that. And let's assume this countertop doesn't have this backsplash, so we're gonna just go ahead and suppress it. Okay, so now we have it like that. So in this case, you will have that gasket, which we're gonna import right now. It looks something like this. It's triangular in shape, comes in segments. You will cut the segments that you need. Okay, has a 45 degrees cut at the ends. We'll place that on the countertop, just like that. Okay, you would put the back, one at the back, like this, and this coincident to that wall. And of course the size has to match. We had 62 inches here. 62 minus minus 4 inches, I think, which is the width of the gasket. So you would have it something like this. Let's make sure that we have the size we need, which is 25 inches. 5 inches minus 2 inches, which is the size of the gasket itself. And there you have it. So this is the European style gasket, which has to be installed separately, for just in case that your countertop doesn't come with one incorporated. Okay, let's open this and put a fillet back to the countertop, just like that. Was there, and make this a little bit to match approximately the fillet. Okay, and the next step would be to install back the doors for all the cabinets. So I will just go ahead and change the display state so you see it with doors for that. For this, doors for the sink cabinet as well, doors for the top wall cabinets, just like that. And the last one, just like this. There you have it. And the very last thing would be the kick plate under the cabinets to hide the legs. So let's bring the kick plate in. Kick plate, it's a fancy name for a piece of melamine that would go under these cabinets, just like that. So we're gonna make sure it sits on the floor like this. We're gonna cut it to size, same thing, has to be 62 inches. So this is only, we don't know why is that. Let's see. It was read only, so we can change it, and now we can. 62 inches. We go back to the 3D model of the whole thing. Now we have the proper size. We make sure that goes all the way to the cabinet, just like that. And these cabinets are like 30 inches each, so this actually would be 60 inches, like that. They match. And the way this is attached is that these legs, they come with a clip that is fastened to this plate at the back that would slide into that component here, and the whole thing would clip onto the legs. So let's make this coincident, and basically this is it. The height, it's a bit different. Let's double check the height and make sure we have the height that we need. It's 4.5 inches. So this kick plate should be also 4.5 inches. So it covers everything. Okay. So this would be pretty much it. Extra things, if you really want, is not necessary in this case because the gap is too small, but if you want, you can fill the space between the kitchen and the wall with fillers, both for the top cabinets and for the bottom cabinets. But if the spacing is very small, that's not really an issue, and that can be left just like this because it looks very good. There you have it, the most simple and basic kitchen ever. 2 wall cabinets with 2 doors each, 2 bottom cabinets with 2 doors each, one of them being a sink cabinet, which basically only means that doesn't have a horizontal shelf, nothing else special. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe and share. This motivates me to continue with this project, and it's going to bring more videos on YouTube. Again, in order to see how these cabinets exactly are built, please check my other videos when I have explained in great detail, step by step, how to build these cabinets themselves. This video was about building a kitchen or installing the kitchen. Also, I have a website where you can download all the documents to build these cabinets exactly. Don't forget to visit the link in the description. Thank you very much for your time, and I see you the next time.